Well, hello, Internet, and welcome to my stream. Today, I thought it's the holidays, so what is better than to do an unboxing? But why do one unboxing whenever you can do 6 unboxings? So, what I have is 6 electronics kits. There's another one here laying on the floor. Actually, there's a 7th, but maybe I'll unbox it. It depends on if you guys want to see it or not. It's pretty cool. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through all of Makeblock's subscription boxes and show you everything you get. I have only ever I've only ever unboxed 2 of them. So 4 of them, I have absolutely no idea what is in them. And if you are wondering, I am not paid to do this. What I did is I signed up for Makeblock's Product Tester Club, and I just posted in the chat exactly the location for that. And you can do the same thing, and they don't care what you say about them. Obviously, if you don't like them, then you're probably not going to be a good tester. But I love Makeblock stuff. It is, as you're going to see, it's pretty high end. And basically, the way it works, let me show you here what this guy is set up for. Well, here, I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so basically the way it works is you get a subscription box, but on top of that, you also are going to use a browser system. So there's multiple different boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go to box 2. All right, this one comes with a microcontroller, and I'm going to show you that. And basically, the way this works is they ramp up the complexity of the projects as the subscription boxes come out, or at least that's what I'm led to believe. So basically, you start off with this, and it's called Halo Code, the microcontroller that they have, and you create things like fancy night lights that loop and do things like that. And also, there's a whole bunch of, well, let's just jump in and show you. All right, so you open it up, and it's going to load. And it has all sorts of block-based programming and set up with it. So you can just come over here and grab the different blocks and interact with all of the components just using block-based programming, which is pretty neat. All right, and why don't I just jump over, and I'll answer any questions that you have. But I'll jump over here now, and I'm going to actually unbox some of these guys. All right, so let's go, and is this it? Boom, here it is. Okay, so this is the second box that I got, and this is the one, like I said, that has the microcontroller inside of it, so it's pretty cool. And I'm just going to eliminate my face because you don't need to see that, and that will allow you to better see what is inside of here. Okay, so there's like codes and stuff on some of this stuff that I'm not going to show you. But you can see here exactly what you get in each of the boxes. So there is the microcontroller, battery holder. And the way this works is as you increase in the number of components that you get, you create projects from previous components that were in previous boxes. So you can see all of the individual parts. There's acrylic plates. And this is really centered around creating like animated night lights and things like that. But also there is sort of the maker aspect of it, which it comes with different Velcro type things that you can connect. And people have made, it comes with like a little screwdriver, if you can see, there you are. And there's all sorts of maker-based things inside of it. What I thought was really cool is you can, and I posted inside the chat how to become a product tester, if you'd like to do that. But basically, we can just set this up with our acrylic plates that we have here. And if we put all that together, and everything is programmable, here is the microcontroller underneath of it. And it's a pretty sophisticated microcontroller, and you can actually see all of the different things that the microcontroller does. It comes with these little neat cards. So here is the project that I'm working on, and then there is the actual blocks that you just drag them together. So it's kind of cool. And here is the microcontroller. So they call it Halo Code. and it has RGB lights, it has microphones, motion sensors, touch sensors, and multiple different ports, of course, and Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all of that. And here are all of the individual little things. So it's pretty complicated. I mean, they took effort in building this subscription box, which is what I think is really cool about it. You can see everything is right there. So if you want to build them, you can build them. All right, and then I went and pre-made this. This is the one box that I opened. I did not open 4 of the other ones. So if we can just come in here, and did I put them in there in the correct direction? Let's see. I have it set up, and it takes a second to load because the microcontroller is on there. And there you can see it is animating, but let's try turning some lights off. See, you can see that you animated the little robot to go and animate and play. And you can change all these different LEDs if you want to look at it on the bottom. Well, you can't really tell because the LEDs are on the top of it. But anytime that you touch it, it's going to automatically play and loop through those different animations. All right, so that is the very first box, or the second box, hence the 2 on the box. So let's come down here, close that, and put in all of these. And then I'm going to come in here and take a look at what I have not seen. So let's open up. This is the first box. I have opened it also. It starts off really funny because it comes with clay, and it comes with all of the components to make a little piano. And then you can also gets into conductivity and things like that, so that mainly kids can understand conductivity and different electronics. It sort of like eases them into the entire process of understanding how electronics work. All right, so what did I not open? This I have never opened. This is the third box. No idea what is in here. Okay, so let's just go and open it. So here we go. And I'm just going to get rid of the box and put out all the components here so that everything is all in one place. And like I said, it's not something you pay into to become a product tester. It's like you just go and say, hey, I want to be a product tester. And they decide if you're, if you qualify or not. So what does this thing have? I have never looked at this. Okay, it has a quick start guide. It has coding project cards. That's what these are. I could find out exactly what is in these if I would want. So let's see. And I'm guessing that the coding project cards are going to be something that is always going to be in here. All right, coding project cards. Well, maybe I should look at what's in here. All right, so we have connecting cables. We have mini plane. Okay, so we're making some type of a plane, I'm guessing. There's all kinds of stickers. There's a speaker, a whole bunch of screws and so forth, and rubber bands and sandpaper. So some type of plane is what this is going to be, I guess. It's interesting. So let's see what's in here, because I have no idea. Makeblock is, I don't really understand how they can even do it. They just constantly come out with brand new products. It seems like almost on a bi-weekly basis. They used to be a fairly small company, but because of their success, they're getting quite large. So what is this? Double-sided tape? I'm not going to build all these projects. I'm just going to see what's in them. And I'll show you at the end of this video what I plan on doing with the maker crafting type space on my Twitch channel here as we continue. Okay, so this is a speaker. You can see there's a speaker. Okay. And what's in here? All right, so we got a wooden plane of some sort. And batteries and a bunch of rivets and screws, a bunch of rubber bands. I'm wondering if this airplane is going to be something that, and there's a bunch of markers. Oh, color pen set. Okay, I guess that's to decorate the plane or something. And you can see here are the actual projects. So the very first one And it's probably explaining how speakers work, and then you're going to do some type of thing with that. Oh, okay. And see, I said it is going to be building off of itself. So the way these subscription boxes work is components from previous subscription boxes are used in future ones. So as you get more and more of these boxes, the projects become ever increasingly more complicated. Airplane sound effects. Oh, there's the airplane. And then on the website, I'm guessing it shows you how to build the actual airplane. Airplane music box. Okay. And, oh, okay. Wow. And there's all the piano keys for programming. That's kind of neat. Airplane battle game. Use a DIY airplane to control the plane sprite. So you actually use the airplane and I'm guessing the microcontroller to actually make a game that you can interact with on screen. Video sensing airplane game. Control the plane sprite with your palm. Huh. And again, it explains all the different blocks, and it just gets ever more complicated. Invent a gizmo with a speaker. Talking shoe, timer, doorbell, interactive dolls, buzzing cups, singing plants. Huh. So there it is. And if you want to see what is inside of here, if you have any questions, just ask me. I can see the chat box here on the screen. Here is the airplane. How easy is it to get the different parts out? So there's the airplane. And then on top of that, there's stickers. And then on top of that, there is also sandpaper, which I just dropped. There's sandpaper. Huh. And does the plane come apart easily? That's the question. Well, the company, one of their major products that they sell is laser cutters. And so, yeah, look at that. It comes right out. So, yeah, and it comes out and it doesn't break, hopefully. Yeah, cool. And there you are. So there's all the different parts. And like I said, I'm guessing that they have additional information in the browser, which I showed earlier, on exactly how to put all of this stuff together. So there is the third box. Let's go and put all this stuff away. And I will build that later on. And it's obviously a way for kids to really get into electronics more than anything, but it's also fun for adults. I've built different parts, and it's pretty cool. All right, so let's see the fourth box. And like I said, I have never opened these, so I have no idea what's in here. So the first we have the nightlight with the microcontroller and all the different components to build stuff with the microcontroller. Then we have an airplane. We also have a piano and a whole bunch of clay. And they're not supposed to see that. I don't care. All right, so what did we get in this one? I have no idea. Let's see if I can figure this out. It looks like something else you're going to build. Kind of gives it away whenever you're looking at it. Everything's sort of... Oh, this is crazy. All right. So I'm trying to get it out of here. It's a little bit cramped inside of here. So let's see. All right. I have no idea what this is. Okay, so this is some sort... Are these stickers? I don't think they're stickers. Well, I could find out. Might as well open them. Okay, so are these stickers? We'll find out. All right. I don't believe they're stickers. So, no, they don't feel like stickers. They are not stickers. There's some sort of crazy stuff. My glasses fell off. All right. So what's this say here? So the components we have, oh, it has a servo driver inside of it. It has a servo pack. It has a power module, conductive tape, different connectors, sandpaper again, cardboard, and wooden board, and then a whole bunch of projects. So let's see what this is. So there's all these hats and decorations. And this is more cardboard to build something. Let's see what's inside of here. Jeez. They got great glue there, I can tell you that much. All right. Let's open this up. See what's in here. Okay. So I have our parts here. This is going to be our servo driver right here. There's a servo driver. And what else? Here's a servo. Okay. And anything else? Nope, that's it in that one. And then in the next one, what do we have? And whenever I look at the project cards, it'll become very clear exactly the type of things that you build. And I'm guessing this is going to be all the different components. There's some sort of power module inside of here. Yep, there's your power module. We open this up. And I have to keep all these organized. Get very unwieldy. Yeah. Okay. So that is. And, oh, they put everything else in a separate bag. Let's see here. So what's this guy? I'm going to be a little bit more careful here so I don't rip something. There's conductive tape. There's sandpaper again. I think that's the third time I got sandpaper. Yep, more connectors. More connectors. And rubber bands. I think that's what those are. And let's see what it is actually saying. And then there's something else here. I'm not sure what that is. All right. It's best to open up the project cards, and then everything will be extremely clear exactly what it is. All right. Project cards. Here they are. So what are we going to do? So this is explaining how a power module is going to work, and servos and servo drivers. So it's getting more and more sophisticated, especially when you move from going from clay and pianos up to microcontrollers and now servos. So this is more on the servo. So it gets into more specifics. I have no idea what it's going to be by the time we get to the 6 blocks. Okay. Play with the big mouth monster. Okay. And you're going to use the microcontroller with this for the touch sensors. Okay. Pretty interesting. Design a monster biting finger game. Okay. Pretty neat stuff. What an emotional monster. Give the monster different emotions. Huh. I'm not sure how you're going to display those. Oh, you're going to use the LEDs on this. So that's pretty neat. Make a movie about the monster. Oh, okay. This is whenever you're going to use the different parts for the costume. And then get things around moving. Okay, make a project heavy code, servo, and everyday materials. Project should be able to lift, throw, sweep, wave, or make other movements. So you can see as it's going on, it's getting progressively more complicated. And if this is something that's made for kids, I mean, it ratchets up the complexity of what's going on here pretty quickly. All right, so that's box 4. I still have 5 and 6 to go here. So let's go and get that. And then I have another one that is even bigger that I am going to make videos about in the future. So what's 5? All right, so here's box number 5. And what's going to be in it? So let's get this. Again, here are all the components. We're going to have more wooden boards, acrylic boards, coding projects, an LED matrix module, multiple different connectors, and we're going to have sandpaper as well. Here's all the coding project cards, and here is a pile of stuff. And if you're able to get a hold of something that can cut through wood, which they have devices for that, obviously, then you could actually make as many of these kits as you could possibly want just by copying what they have. So, again, all the components come apart very well. There's nothing worse than going and getting something like this and then the components break whenever you're trying to take them apart. Let's see what this is. It's a ping pong ball. multiple different components. And let's see what's inside of here. Another piece of sandpaper. Every time they give you wood, they give you sandpaper. And more rubber bands. There's the acrylic. These are some type of connectors. Okay. And what do we have here? Let's do it again. And this is the LED matrix, I'm guessing. Has to be. Huh. All right. And again, you're going to connect this to the microcontroller. So, pretty neat stuff. And then the projects itself. Let's go and open this up. So if we have these projects here. All right. So there's a clock. Okay. Coding project card. So this is probably going to be all about building and working with this LED matrix. So again, you can see how many is this going to be? 15 by 7 LED matrix. A walking stick man, make an animation on the LED matrix. So this is definitely stepping it up as we continue on. A jumping rabbit, make the image move on the LED matrix. So again, you can see there's the animation you're going to make. Again, it goes over all the different blocks. For kids, this would be a blast. There's a dart game. Hit the target to score more points. There's a dart game. That's neat. Wow. Okay. So hit the target to score, and it's going to be able to test or be able to sense how it's shaking. Wow. And there is another one. Who's the winner with the most hits within a limited amount of time? And I'm guessing you throw the ping pong ball at this sensor, and it's going to know how many times it's been hit. Keep away from the baffles. I have no idea. A swaying baffle makes the game more difficult. Oh, so you're going to be using the servo from the previous kits to make this guy bounce back and forth. And create your project that could be displayed on LED matrix. And then at this point, we're going to do multiple different animations, and it looks like clocks and multiple other different things. So you can see again how we're now using the servos to go and combine that with all the other different components that we have here. So it just continues to get more and more complex. And then I have one more box here. Let's see what it looks like. So get this, throw that there. Just trying to keep everything organized, because the last thing I want to do is lose a component and then not be able to put this stuff together. So let's go and get this. And then the last one, this is, I'm going to show, after this, I'm going to show what I'm going to do in the future on this specific part of my channel. So here's number 6. Oh, I have to hide this special code. This looks very different. All right, we're ratcheting it up with more complicated motors. Okay. Motors, motor drivers, wheel, and it continues. So something else to put together. It's kind of like putting together a bunch of toys. We have here, there's our motor. We have one big giant wheel. We have all of the wooden boards. I'm not sure. I guess we're making some type of vehicle or something. All the different components that we have. A motor driver. Of course, sandpaper, because we always need more sandpaper. And let's see what's inside of here. And then we'll look at the coding projects and see how that works. So here we are. And inside of this guy is going to be our motor driver. So that's what that is. And the coding project cards, what are they going to be? So let's see. For the cards for this one, I have no idea what we're going to do with one wheel. That's interesting. Okay, coding project cards. And it's going to go over the specifics of motors and the different components that make them work. Okay. Use the motor to make the robot turn its body around. So we're going to build a robot. That's what the wood stuff is. There we are. When a button's pressed, it's going, and we're also going to be using the LED matrix. We have the motor driver and also the speaker, if you can see right there. So again, we're ratcheting up the complexity as we get more and more subscription box. Touch your robot and see its response. So again, we're going to be using the speaker, we're going to be using the servo, we're going to be using the motor drivers. So yes, this is going to get way more complicated. Speech recognition. Enable your robot to recognize its name when you call it. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Oh. Okay, so it actually connects through Wi-Fi to the internet to do speech recognition. That's interesting. Okay, and you can give it a name, and then it'll respond and provide, interact with you in some way. Smart robot. Program the robot to understand your spoken commands. Huh. And speech recognition, and you'll be able to either make it react based off of the name. Look at that, the name they gave the robot, Michael. Robot named Michael. Either way, speech recognition, and you can also make it turn in multiple different ways. Design a feature for your robot, and then it gets into other multiple different things like that. So that's pretty cool. So there you can see is an example of all of these different components. Now I'm going to show you the last thing I have, which I don't even know if I can show it to you. Here, let me get all these parts out of the way. This is the biggest thing, one of the biggest things I've ever got from Makeblock, and I have been itching to go and build all these projects. It is, and I'm going to have to go full screen so you're going to be able to see this. Okay, so full screen. Here we are. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed that. So it was kind of fun to make. And this is what I'm going to build at going forward. Okay? This is their ultimate kit. So I thought it would be fun to go through, and you can actually see, here's all the different things you can do, if my camera would focus on it. So we can go and do this. There, I'm going to get more light. Boom. All right, so I can go and do a catapult ram. It's not focusing for some reason. A robotic ant, rolling tank, different capturing things, different tanks, and it also has a robotic ant and a catapult ramp, and it just keeps on going. A robotic bartender, a camera dolly, a self-balancing robot, so it's going to build a robot that can actually balance on just 2 wheels. You're also going to be able to do 3D captures. I mean, it's just 10-in-1 devices, and you can see all the different, it has an extremely complicated, it's called a Megapie, which is going to allow you to work with all these different servos and such. It has a shield, multiple different, motor drivers, gyroscope sensor, ultrasonic sensor, line follower. I mean, it comes with just tons. And then it has like, it's all metal also. So it's like insane. So I thought it would be kind of cool to go and just build all of these things live, and then at the same time explain how all of them work, because I don't know about you, but that's how I got started. I started off just building simplistic things and then ratcheted up the complexity, which is basically how everybody learns everything, isn't it? It's not some big revelation, but let's see what inside of here looks like. Since I'm doing an unboxing, let's see what else is in here. So I can't do that in my set. I can't do this in any other way because of my setup that I have here. I can't open a box this huge. So basically, but I will try to show you what I got. All right, so what do we got here? So it comes with this gigantic manual. So, and it has, wow, look at all this. So here's all the components that it comes with. Okay, so it has all the different projects that you can build on it. And here are all the components, a list of all of the, I'm not getting paid to do this. I you could, if you look in the chat, you'll see I was able to get on their Product Tester Club, and I'm just showing you all the cool things that they're sending me to review. And then inside of the book, it just goes into how to build all the different components. So here I'm going to show you it again. So if we jump back into this, there you go. So just like you would think, here's a robotic tank arm, arm tank, whatever. And you can see all the different servos, and then it goes step by step on how to build all of these step by step. And it takes its time. It doesn't rush through any of the building processes of these. So that's pretty neat. Really takes its time. So there we are. And then I'm guessing it goes into other additional. There's the assembly. You can see everything's drawn beautifully. This is a robotic bartender. And then so they have all of the different, you know, things you can build with all of this. Let's go back full screen. All right, so let's look at what's inside of here. So I have, there's all my components. So you can see, and this is all, yeah, this is aluminum. So this is aluminum. All of these parts are aluminum. Metal, acrylic. Here's a robotic arm. It is part metal, part plastic, but it feels sturdy, very sturdy. Comes with a whole bunch of motors, as you could guess. And it comes with wheels and different attachments and assemblies. And just all the parts are solid. Just very, you can see. You can hold this up. See? That's what I was looking at. And so we have all that. There's a storage box. Wow. Enough nuts and bolts to everything. Very organized. They could just put this in a plastic bag. They put it in this nice little container. So there's tools inside of here. There's the microcontroller. So yeah. So it just goes on and on and on. Does anybody have any questions out there? I'd be glad to answer anything. I've tested just a bunch of their projects. And I've also signed up for other companies' electronics kits like this, but some of them are cool. Some of them not so much. I'm kind of a guy that's like, you know, if I don't really like to make bad reviews, so if there's something that I really like, I will do a review on it, and if there's something that I don't really care for, I just don't do a review for it because, you know, there's enough negativity in the world. I don't need to add to it. All right. So there you go, guys. That's actually 7. I'm going to have to change my title. That is 7 different projects that from the subscription box. There were 6 of them. And then on top of this Makeblock Ultimate Kit, which I thought I had it here, and I might as well show it to you. All right, so in upcoming videos starting next Thursday, I am going to take one of these Ultimate Kits and then build it 100% live because I thought that sounded like something that would be cool to do. All right, so thank you to everybody for joining me. If you have any questions, I'll hang around here in chat. And otherwise, I'll catch you next time.